HPR is back, and today we are reacting to the legendary band Huey Lewis and the News and their legendary song, may I add, I Want a New Drug.
That's right. Fast cars, helicopters, ice water, fairies, pure 80s attitude. Let's go.
Let's go.
Welcome to our very first retro review.
That's right.
We're going to be looking at classic music that really meant something to us.
That's right.
Back in the day.
Especially, and we're going to start with the 80s, because to me,
The 80s.
there was no better decade than the 80s for
I'd have to
music
agree.
and pretty much everything.
I agree on that. Huey Lewis's music really meant a lot to me because at the time I was playing in a band and we were doing some covers and we did like every Huey Lewis song that came out in 1984. All the way through their big time at the time that they had, and we just loved playing their music. It's so groovy. I mean, it has a good groove. I Want a New Drug I discovered on the way to band practice, and I'm listening to it on the radio, and I'm cranking it up, and the groove was killing me. It was amazing. You know, it was bouncy. It had a really nice laid-back, punchy groove, and I pulled up to the parking lot, the guys were outside, and I said, "Hey guys, come here, listen to this." And everybody was like, "Oh wow, we love it." I said, "Yeah, but do you feel the groove?" And they're like, "Absolutely." And we did our version of it, which was pretty much an absolute clone of the original. And it was so much fun to play his kind of music.
Yeah. And to me, you know, the 80s was just full of just color, and music was great, the movies were great, the decade itself was just so memorable, and Huey Lewis was a huge part of the 80s. Like his band, Huey Lewis and the News, they blew up in the 80s. They were, I think, pretty much through, I don't know when through the 80s for sure.
Into the mid-90s.
Yeah, there was nothing bigger for a long time. It was like hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. The one we're gonna do today, I Want a New Drug, is certainly one of the biggest hits he's had. And I think this is a good way to start our retro reviews with Huey Lewis, because he meant so much to the 80s. And there is a funny story about the song itself. It came out in 1984. And there is a story behind it. You know it better than I do.
Yeah, so Huey was on his way to his lawyer's office for a meeting. And
he had a hangover, by the way.
Yes, he had a hangover, and that plays a part in the video.
Yeah.
Where he goes to his lawyer's office, comes in, opens the door, runs in, and goes, "Give me a pen and paper." The lawyer gave him the pen and paper, and he wrote the lyrics in 15 minutes. He had it all set up. The only thing he was missing was the groove, and that took a while because they had to really work to get that special groove in that song, which is why I'm so excited, because I love the grooves. And that groove is amazing. They had the best groove.
Yeah. And we'll talk more about the groove later. And how it kind of influenced maybe another popular song during the time.
In the video, you can see that he's basically acting out the story of how the song came about and where they went from there.
Yeah.
So this should be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get into it. I haven't seen this in ages. It's been literally decades since I've watched the video.
Yeah, pretty much. Before we get going, though, please like, subscribe, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, because that's important.
Do that.
We need your help.
We do.
We do. You can tell we need help.
We definitely need help.
All right, let it go.
Here we go.
When the wall made me sick, when the wall made me crash my car and make me feel.
Do you ever do this? Do you ever have to do this?
Do what, right?
Yeah, the ice bath?
No.
When the wall made my mouth too dry and make my eyes too red. When the wall made me nervous, wondering what to do.
Don't see that anymore.
When I'm alone with you.
This looks like it was shot with. This is like film too. I don't think it's video.
No, it's film.
was also a big business time to be a businessman.
Wonderwall keep me up all night. Wonderwall make me sleep all day.
That's cool.
Wonderwall make me nervous. Wondering what to do. One that makes me feel like I feel when I'm with you. I'm alone with you. I'm alone with you, baby.
Like a vignette.
I want a new drug, one that does what it should. One that won't make me feel too bad, one that won't make me feel too good. I want a new drug, one with no doubt. One that won't make me talk too much or make my face break out. One that won't make me nervous, wondering what to do. One that makes me feel like I feel when I'm with you. I'm alone with you. I'm alone with you.
The kid next to her is like, what are you doing?
I love this lick.
Oh yeah, it just fades out here.
Amazing. It's
Good stuff.
Still gives me goosebumps.
It takes me back.
It takes you back.
Takes me right back to the 80s.
Real back. Real way. Oh, back there. Okay.
And they don't make videos like this anymore. You know what I mean? Like this,
No.
this is like there's a story in this.
Yes.
There's a story.
Not this random stuff you got today.
Yeah, or just somebody on a stage just doing it, just doing the song. This had a story. They actually spent some money on this.
They did.
And we'll get into it, but you were gonna say something. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the first thing I want to mention is this song had nothing to do with drugs.
Right.
It's not pro or against drugs. It's all about treating love as a drug
Yes.
that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Can't just. Never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
Anyway, the band had to work hard to come up with that groove,
Yeah.
and they did it. I mean, the song just pulls you out of your chair.
Yeah.
It
Well,
makes you want to dance.
and I was gonna say, going back to the drug thing, they had specifically said we got to do something on the video that has nothing to do with drugs. Has to be like, we are anti-drug. And like you said, the song wasn't supposed to be about drugs anyway, but some people could take it literally and they didn't want to do that. So they really, that's why I think you see the storyline the way it is. It's him rushing to get to a show, but he did like so many different things. He went like on a boat, helicopter that they chartered.
Stuck his face in ice water.
Stuck his face in ice water. And they, they had a bunch of boats. Even just the ferry had like boats of girls going by, and just they spent some money. They spent some money on this.
And some women in there.
It
Yeah.
had a lot of women, of course. And if you're Huey Lewis, you're the one that gets the girl. So I felt bad for the other band members.
Kind of cute. They look kind of cute.
Felt bad for them.
I'm sure they do well.
They never get to kiss the girl though.
I don't know. So about 6 months after this song came out and blew up the charts,
Yeah.
a movie came out that was a little controversial because of the theme song, which was called Ghostbusters. The theme song was written by Ray Parker 6 months after I Want a New Drug came out, and he knew he was stealing from Huey Lewis and the News because they sued him over the copyright usage of that song, and they won, okay? And the movie had to pay them a crap load of money.
Oh yeah.
He didn't even bother changing the key or the beat. It's actually the same song, and I can't believe he tried to get away with that.
Well, if you're gonna steal, don't do it from a song that just literally came out a few months earlier.
Yeah.
Do it like it from an old song.
Pretty
or something.
stupid. If you ask me.
But to be fair, Ghostbusters was also a huge hit. The song was, I think it probably hit #1 as well.
Yeah, it was a big hit. But luckily, he got his share.
But yeah,
I mean, the Huey Lewis and the band got the share.
Yeah. But it is strikingly strikingly.
No, it's exactly
similar.
the same. Like I said, they didn't even change the key.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, that's a fun little story. And then also on top of that, you've made a hit
a hit?
when Weird Al Yankovic does something to parody it.
Yes, he wanted a new duck.
He wanted a new duck. That's right. Which again, like I said, who doesn't want to be parodied by Weird Al Yankovic? I mean, you've made it. You're there. You're at the top of you're at the peak, the top of the mountain.
Top of the hill.
Whatever the top is, that's where they were at.
King of the hill.
So let's talk about the video a little bit. They obviously it follows Huey, but the ice bath that he did, the face, he put his face in the ice, that was real. And I have to say, at the time, I was thinking there's no way that he really put his face in real ice water.
That's right.
But it was real ice water. It wasn't like fake plastic cubes or anything. It was real.
It was absolutely real. Yes.
And they just shot it from the
Below,
bottom.
the glass bottom.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting little tidbit. And also you can follow this story. He wakes up, he's got a hangover, clearly. There's like bottles of liquor in his room. Pure like 80s, like just it's more like 70s, god awful green carpet.
Oh yeah, it was 70s carpet. Yeah.
70s carpet. So this takes place in San Francisco, which would make sense why he has a house there. And the first real clue that this was from the 80s was from the girl
On the bike.
on the 10 speed, not a 12, like a 10 speed, with her leg warmers, her little gym outfit, whatever that was, and the big headphones. I think they were headphones, right?
Big headphones.
But that was your first clue. This is definitely the 80s. And then the first bit of money they spent was on that first scene, really, is getting on the ferry. You got all the businessmen. And here's the thing that I know it seems like common to see businessmen, standing around, of course. They're all wearing like 3-piece suits. And the reason that is because the 80s was really big. But I just remember this album had hit after hit after hit. I'm not sure every one of them hit #1. I know a few of them did, but they were always up there. If there was a top 10 list, it was Huey Lewis was in there
always
somewhere.
in there. Yeah, absolutely.
But I have a question for you, Sam, because you also sang some of the songs.
I did. I sang a lot of them.
Yeah. What do you think Huey Lewis and the News did for the music industry? Maybe just for the 80s, we could talk it in that terms, or just for all of music.
Well, I think it's still influencing music today, not as dramatically as it did in the 80s and 90s,
Yeah.
but it's still got an influence. Now, I think it brought really good grooves for the instruments. I was a bass player, so that was really important. Grooving between the drummer and the bass player, and they call it a pocket. When you're in the pocket, you're grooving perfectly. Now you can play ahead of the pocket, which is more like rock, or you can play in the back of the pocket, which is more like soul and blues. And they use the back of the pocket, which is why this song has such an amazing groove to it.
And let us know what you guys think. If you've never heard Huey Lewis and the News, maybe this is your first time hearing them. What kind of mark did they leave on the music industry as a whole? And but put that in the comments. And then of course you can always come to our live streams every Monday and Thursday. Info below here. And like Sam said, we'll see you on the next one. Let us know what we should do next.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody.
Retro.
Retro. Ooh, retro.